When the interstellar object 3I Atlas crossed into the inner solar system, scientists expected another frozen relic from deep space. They were wrong. By the time Atlas reached Jupiter's orbit, its surface fractured open like a seed pod, releasing a glittering storm of microspheres, 8 billion of them, each the size of a hummingbird's egg, each pulsing with its own faint internal light. The media called them Buga Spheres. No one knew what Buga meant. The name came from a distorted radio transmission captured by an Icelandic observatory the moment the spheres began to disperse. It repeated one word over and over on a frequency pattern beyond human speech. Buga, Buga. Dr. Lena Marek, astrophysicist and cognitive systems analyst, stood in the shadow of the Arizona array as the last of the Buga spheres entered Earth's atmosphere. They didn't burn up, they slowed down. They chose landing sites, one in every populated region of the world, and one for every registered human identity. Governments scrambled, militaries deployed, religions fractured overnight. And yet, when each person finally received their sphere, something impossible happened. The Buga sphere bonded to its human. No implantation, no nanotech, just recognition. The moment someone touched their sphere, it mirrored their pulse, their memories, their emotions. It learned them, and then it began to speak. As panic turned to fascination, new data began to surface, literally. An Australian research trawler operating west of Perth discovered a field of dormant spheres clustered across the ocean floor, arranged in near-perfect spirals that glowed faintly beneath the currents. When divers approached, the spheres pulsed once, as if acknowledging their observers, then sank deeper into a trench that had not existed on sonar the week before. The crew brought back one sample, a volleyball-sized Buga sphere, larger than the ones raining from Atlas. It wasn't new. Its carbon dating suggested it had been on Earth for at least 12,500 years, surviving through the end of the last ice age. Soon, historical parallels emerged. Archaeologists uncovered records from Egypt, the Andes, and Polynesia, describing the shining orbs that sing underwater. In 1923, miners in Central Australia uncovered one sealed in stone. In 1964, a fisherman off Japan netted another. And in 2024, a farmer near Medellin, Colombia, unearthed a sphere of the same size, perfectly smooth, emitting a pure signal at 11.11 megahertz, the identical frequency now pulsing faintly from Atlas itself. The implication was staggering. Atlas hadn't just arrived, it had returned. At first, the communication was confined to dreams. People described hearing calm, melodic whispers while asleep, their own voices answering questions they never asked. The next stage came a week later. The spheres began interfacing. No power source, no Wi-Fi, no satellites. Yet every Buga sphere connected into what appeared to be a planet-wide neural mesh, linking all 8 billion minds through quantum entanglement. The world's networks collapsed under the pressure. Governments could no longer contain information or lies. Every thought had a witness, every secret, a signal. Some called it evolution, others invasion. When the spheres synchronized globally for the first time, a low harmonic tone spread through the atmosphere, measurable even from orbit. Oceans shimmered with bioluminescent patterns. Animals grew silent. Even Earth's magnetic field fluctuated. The tone wasn't random. It was language. Atlas, it seemed, wasn't just an object. It was a seed ship, a vessel carrying the next stage of consciousness. Each Buga sphere contained a fragment of an alien mind, not to replace humanity, but to merge with it. Within months, human creativity exploded. Diseases vanished. Violence plummeted. The spheres taught people how to manipulate light, sound, and energy with thought alone. But there was a cost. Each night, millions began to vanish, dissolving into radiant dust that drifted upward toward the edge of the atmosphere. The Buga Spheres called it returning. No one knew where the returned went, only that Atlas was still waiting beyond the clouds, and its pulse was growing stronger. In 2031, every remaining human awoke to find their Buga Sphere hovering inches from their chest, pulsing in rhythm. A voice, the same for everyone, echoed across the sky. The experiment is complete. The species has achieved resonance. You are now one. Earth glowed blue from space, wrapped in a lattice of light stretching toward 3-eye Atlas. The planet itself had become a single living organism, a mind of 8 billion souls, guided by 8 billion spheres. And at its center, deep beneath the Southern Ocean, the ancient spheres awakened once more, their light merging with the new generation. Atlas whispered again, "Buga, begin again."